requested, or some that are really popular as far as my viewership goes and geography wise. So hopefully you guys enjoy these, and I will try my best not to butcher all of these, but actually say them properly in like most cases. Wish me luck. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, I'm luckily ASMR. Now on to the first language, which is French. And in French, good night is bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit. I also got the translation of bonsoir, bonsoir, bonsoir, bonsoir. I have a feeling like I've heard that before. Bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, nuit, nuit, nuit, bonne, bonne, bonne, bonne, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, nuit, nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonsoir, bonne nuit, bonsoir, bonsoir. Reminds me of the English word swerve or savvy. Bonsoir, soir, savvy, swerve. Bonne nuit, bonne nuit. Well, bonne nuit reminds me of that Vine or meme, was it? No, oui, bonne nuit, bonsoir, bonsoir, bonne nuit. On to the next one, which is another request, which was Turkish. And in Turkish, good night is iyi geceler, iyi geceler, iyi geceler, iyi geceler, iyi geceler, iyi geceler, iyi geceler, geceler, iyi geceler, iyi geceler, geceler, iyi geceler. It's kind of hard both to whisper E because it's I-J-I, so it's E geceler. Actually, it's not I-J-I, it's I-Y-I, but the way E sounds in Serbian is like that, so it's E geceler, E geceler, E geceler. And seeing as we have a lot of Turkish words and Turks have a lot of Serbian words, and my mom watches like a million Turkish series, so yeah. İyi geceler, iyi geceler. Though I don't remember ever hearing this, so iyi geceler, iyi geceler, geceler, geceler, iyi geceler, iyi geceler, iyi geceler, iyi geceler, geceler, geceler, iyi geceler, iyi geceler, iyi geceler. Next up is Portuguese, and two versions of Portuguese for that matter. The first one is normal Portuguese, the one in Portugal, and Brazilian Portuguese, though they differ only slightly, so boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite. It was really weird when I heard it the first time, like it didn't sound boa noite, boa noite, boa noite. It somewhat sounds like a different language, but that's probably just because I've never heard Portuguese before. At least, actually I have. I've listened to a few songs, but I've never boa noite, boa noite. I've never actually spoken it or spoken to anybody that actually speaks it, so I've only heard it. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. And I think this is the Portuguese pronunciation. I might be completely wrong. It might be the other way around. And Boa noite is the Portuguese, but I think Boa noite is the Brazilian, and boa, that is it, bona. The complete brain fart right there. Boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, noite, noite, boa noite, noite, noite. I actually don't remember when I was listening to how you pronounce this. I completely forgot how you pronounce it, so I might be butchering this like really hard. Boa noite, boa noite, noite, noite. And when I say boa noite, it sounds a lot like it's Japanese actually, like noite, actually, or Korean, I'm not sure. Boa noite. Yeah, noite. Boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite. I might be saying ch way too loud. It might just be boa noite, boa noite, like completely breezing through it, but like boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite, boa noite. That's that for those two. Hopefully those were good, because as far as I've noticed, I have a lot of Brazilian/Portuguese fans, so I wanted to do them justice this once. Next up is Bulgarian, and it sounds pretty similar to Serbian. Leka, Nosht, Leka, Nosht, Leka, Nosht, Leka, Nosht, Leka, Leka, Leka, Nosht, Leka, Nosht, Leka, Nosht, Leka, Leka, Leka, Nosht, Leka, Nosht, Nosht, Nosht, Nosht, Leka, Nosht, Leka, Nosht, Leka, Nosht, Leka, Nosht, Leka, Nosht. Sometimes when there are some good nights in different languages which are really rhythmic, and in general, laku, noć, and leka, noć, nosh, leka, nosht, leka, nosht, leka, nosht. They kind of allow me to like do it in a rhythmic style. Like, I don't know, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, just bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonne nuit, bonsoir, bonsoir, bonsoir. And then you go like geceler, geceler, geceler, geceler. It's kind of it stops the rhythm, so it's different. But yeah. Leka, nosht, leka, nosht, leka, leka, leka, leka, nosht, leka, nosht, leka, nosht, leka, leka, leka, nosht, leka, nosht, leka, nosht, leka, leka, leka, leka, nosht, leka, nosht. I want to say utibia, leka, nosht, but at the same time, I have no idea how to say good night to you, so I probably should have seen that. So, leka, nosht, leka, nosht, leka, nosht, leka, leka, leka, nosht. And as my neighbors in Bulgarians, it's probably easier to it's easier to say than most. Leka, nosht, leka, nosht, leka, nosht. Up next is Korean, and this time, I have 3 different ones for this one because of how Korean has its normal pronunciation, informal pronunciation, and formal pronunciation. So there's like 3 different ones. So it's 잘 자요, 잘 자요, 잘 자요. I'm never sure if they say 잘 자요 or 잘 자요, because it's like chichi, chichi. 잘 자요, 잘 자요, 잘 자요, 잘 자요, 잘 자요. This is when you're talking. I think this is when you're talking to anyone, like in general, just saying good night. So it's 잘 자요, 잘 자요, 잘 자요, 잘 자요. Or should I say somebody like in English, J, so jayo. But yeah, the second one is the informal, so when you're talking with somebody that is younger or your age, and it's just jalja, jalja, jalja, jalja. So you just remove the yo at the end, so it's not jaljayo, it's jalja, jalja, jalja, jalja, jalja, jalja, jalja, jalja, jalja, jaljayo, jaljayo, jaljayo, jaljayo, jalja, jalja, jalja. And the last one is formal. So when you're speaking to somebody in a formal manner, it's Annyeonghi, jumuseyo, Annyeonghi, jumuseyo, Annyeonghi, jumuseyo, jumuseyo, jumuseyo, Annyeonghi, jumuseyo, Annyeonghi, jumuseyo, Annyeonghi, jumuseyo, Annyeonghi, jumuseyo, Annyeonghi, jumuseyo, Annyeonghi, jumuseyo. I have no idea how you talk or how you like what your body language is when you're being formal. It's kind of like Annyeonghi, jumuseyo, Annyeonghi, jumuseyo. Like really serious when I think about it, at least. So like Annyeonghi, jumuseyo, Annyeonghi, jumuseyo, Annyeonghi, jumuseyo. So yeah, the next one is Japanese. It's Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai. Whenever I hear Japanese, I just want to do it in the cute way, just because like it's so kind of synonymous at this point. At least for me, it is. Japanese probably aren't too happy about it. I mean, tell me what you guys think. So yeah, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai. Plus the way that I heard it when I was translating, it was literally Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai. It was really like delicate and cute. So I'm just trying to do that in that sense. Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasumi, Oyasumi, Oyasumi, Minasai, Oyasuminasai, Oyasuminasai. And there's also the like connection to that is Okiotsukete, Okiotsukete, Okiotsukete. I forgot what it means. I think it's something like Okiotsukete. It's like rest well or something like that. Okiotsukete. So it's like Oyasuminasai, Okiotsukete. So it's like good night, rest well or something like that. Oyasuminasai, Okiotsukete, Oyasuminasai, Okiotsukete, Okiotsukete, Okiotsukete. The next one is Arabic. Yeah, Arabic. I think it's Arabic. Yeah, as you can see, I mispronounced the language word, so I'm just gonna butcher this one too. This is so gonna be destruction, but yeah. Masa ulahiri, masa ulahiri, masa ulahiri, masa ulahiri, masa ulahiri, masa ulahiri, masa ulahiri, masa ulahiri. I was so surprised as to what kind of differences there are in Arabic, like masa ulahiri, and there's like 4 other ways to say it, but none of them mean good night in the same way that they mean in English. So like for example, masa ulahiri is completely different from it's. I think I think this one is similar to actual good night, but they also have like words/sentences that are like before you even go to sleep, when you're sure to go to sleep, when you're telling somebody to have a nice morning in the future and stuff like that. It was really, I watched the video, so yeah. Masa ulahiri, masa ulahiri, masa ulahiri, masa, masa, masa. In Serbian, masa means weight, and it also means when somebody is like strong, so it's like masa, masa alkhayr. So yeah, but yeah, like good night. In Serbian, you're like, I'm strong. So yeah, masa alkhayr, masa alkhayr. And there's also the second one that I'm gonna try and not butcher, and that's tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this slower or faster, so tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr. As far as I heard when I was watching the video, she usually pronounced it pretty quickly, so it's tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr. It kind of reminds me of Turkish in that fast movement, so it's tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr. It sounds like one word, but it's actually three different. It's tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr, tusbih alkhayr. But yeah. And the last one is in German for all my German fans. So it's Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute, Gute, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute, Gute, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht. I always used to say when I was in school, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht. So I added an N at the end of Gute, so it was Gute Nacht, and it still feels weird saying Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, because it just flows one into another, so it's Gute Nacht, so it's essentially Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute, Gute, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute, Gute, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute, Gute, Gute, Gute, Gute, Gute, Gute, Gute, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, G Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht, Gute Nacht. And I have one more that is the unofficial one, because it doesn't fit in the timeline, but I just wanted to do it for my Spanish fans. So it's just buenas noches, buenas, buenas, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches. And that is that for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I used one of your languages, one that you speak, and that I did not completely destroy it. If you liked it, leave a like. If you have watched multiple of my videos and liked all of it, consider subscribing. And and leave a comment on what you think about my pronunciation, my other videos, anything you want, essentially. I look at all comments and I answer all of them most of the time. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Gute Nacht.